Oh, you almost did like a backflip. It went vertical so well.
Believe it or not, I got a full-size plane right here. Chow! That is the brand new E-flite Foursight. To those of you that remember the E-flite Aerobatics, which isn't that old of an airplane, it's an awesome two-dimensional, three-dimensional, flat, super 3D performance airplane. This is designed for someone that likes to fly a little differently. Yes, it has safe. You can fly it kind of as a trainer style plane. Abby has flown the Aerobatics. It's really designed to be kind of woke up and do some hovering and just fun little flippy floppy things, okay? Now, let's talk very briefly about the build. Things on this plane clip and click together. Example, fuselage clicks into those three clips and it seems to hold really well. Same with these wing struts. There's no gluing and very few screws, only 2 screws holding the rear horizontal stabilizer on. My one and only concern about this, and then I will fly on my 3S 850 milliamp battery with an IC2 plug. My only concern are these little wing struts. They're actually push rods. They're there to, like a cable, to help hold the wings so they don't fold on flight, right? It's the clevis, okay? The clevis where it pinches together and it's holding. The one little tab that goes in between the 2 clevises, one of mine when I got it was completely bent out of shape, like it got yanked out or something. I'm hopeful that that doesn't happen while we're flying, because
someone needs to name their dog Clevis.
Clevis is a great name.
I like it.
Clevis?
I like it.
Clevis. Get over here, Clevis.
Sorry. That was what I was thinking about.
That's a good dog name. If you got a dog that hangs out at the airfield all the time, Clevis. I like that. They'll be like, did you mean Cletus? No, Clevis. He holds the place together. What can I say?
Oh, I like the bottom.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is nice. I really like this. They actually had an original design. You know, it's a cool concept. Rubber band held on prop. I'm very excited to fly on my NX8 with my sunshade because it is sunny out and I would like to see and protect my screen. Oh, who makes the sunshade, you ask? I do. It's linked in the description box below. Let's fly. It really does work, Abby. The sunshade. I mean, I
can see it from where I'm standing.
Normally, I would have to do this. I'd have to turn around. And
I know. I've seen you do that forever.
Years. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. They're pretty cheap too. I'm really pumped for this. We got a light breeze, but that's okay. The Aerobatics is one of my favorite little things to just get out and fly. Yeah. Most rolls on a takeoff for me ever. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is great. This is just the Aerobatics 2.0, but like actually a different airplane. Oh, the wind is just hitting me so hard on that direction. You guys, why is it that when I get up here to fly, the wind just picks up? Every time. Now I'm just barely putzing on throttle so I can play with a little bit of Alpha Harrier kind of stuff. Remember, this is an actual Maiden. I'll get it a little closer, Abby. Okay, nose down a little and get it closer, and then I'll hover closer to us. You liked flying the Aerobatics, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
This is cool. I did not expect to see this plane release. I didn't know they were working on this at all. I'm lucky, you know. I mean, we work hard for what we do and stuff, so there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. But this guy just showed up at the door. I had no info or anything. It's kind of a nice surprise. So this is going to be a cool surprise for everybody, I think.
Oh, you almost did like a backflip. It went vertical so well. Well, I think you already answered my question about will it snap.
Oh, let's do it.
I think you can snap without even trying.
Yes, and we're gonna go, sorry. I wish I had no wind on this Maiden, but you know, we're kind of coming out of winter and can't really complain too much. A lot of rudder control when you're trying to fight the wind and keep moving forward. Really, you play with throttle a lot because if you want it to stay in one spot, you got to find that right happy spot to keep it there. But then once you start to move the wrong way, you've got to compensate for it. And just keep. Isn't that awesome? Just to keep that right angle going. this is fun. I like this. This is really good. I don't know if I like this or the Aerobatics more, but I'm already kind of leaning to this. I just have so many flights on the Aerobatics. I know I like it a lot, so it's really hard to, I don't want to hate on the Aerobatics because personally I love it. The one thing people always said with the Aerobatics is, well, you could buy this other brand and the electronics separately and then build it yourself and you'd come in about $40 cheaper. Well guys, this is a bind and fly airplane. You click things together. I will show you in a build video soon how easy it is to just snap together.
And you're not including your own labor cost when you do that.
That's right.
So
no one tends
your
to
time costs money, you guys.
Yes. Nobody these days values their own time. Now, if you enjoy it, if you enjoy the process, then
so be it.
I don't know if you can really, you know, if you go pour concrete for a living.
But you have to include labor costs when you say, I could do it myself. Okay, well, how much is your time worth?
Oh, that's fun. Now the wind really picked up, which is just not awesome for this plane. Ooh.
You know, Nate and I were talking the other day about how Spectrum needs to have a button so that beeping when the battery gets low can get turned off across the board, so you don't have to turn it off
in the transmitter
individually for every single plane.
Well,
it just needs to be across the board.
I would like that.
A mute button.
I'm going to keep flying, but I want to turn that off so I can fly a little longer.
Okay.
Oh, look, I didn't have to turn around.
Oh yeah, sunshade.
Sunshade. I can see at any angle. It's amazing. Now it's set to vibrate. Also, I talk about it in my build video, but I have 30% expo on ailerons, 30% on, or 25 on elevator and 20 on rudder. I'd be knife edging some. There's a little knife edge. It catches the wind pretty bad, and I'm not able to like pull off really clean passes. Like, I don't know, it'll knife edge, but the wind is making it look funky, so. See, I just, it's hard to hold. There, I'm kiting a knife edge, sort of. Really fun. I mean, this is such a good little Maiden. I'm really happy with this. In more skilled hands, this airplane would be more capable of doing more things. I'm pretty happy with my skill level, but there's a few things that I wish I could do that I currently don't know how to do. But you know, I very slowly progress, and I try to remind myself that our channel isn't just airplanes. We do a lot. We do helicopters, drones, and cars, and boats. We got young kids, so I try not to beat myself up too much. But I'm pretty happy with this plane. Anything that I'm doing on it makes the plane just look so much better than what I'm capable of doing. Like, it is the star of the show. It's not, what I'm saying is it's not hard to do these kind of maneuvers on this airplane. You just kind of throw the stick, throw the ailerons right, and it'll do a really clean roll. So my battery is kind of telling me a bunch now it's time to land. So let's get it a little closer. Yeah, nice. It's awesome. That's a good airplane. That was an awesome maiden flight. I really like the performance of this. I really do wish I had a calm day to tell you guys a little bit more accurate. Maybe I could compare it to the Aerobatics better, because I do like to fly the Aerobatics on a calm day, but I've flown it in wind too. And I can confidently tell you, this thing is fun in the wind. And I was worried about these wing support struts kind of caving on some of those snaps or something. Didn't even come close to it. I didn't have to actually worry about that at all. So the one thing I was worried about with this plane isn't an actual worry. It came fuselage, 2 wings, rear horizontal stabilizer, landing gear. Click, 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 snap together. The only slow part of the process were these linkages, the push rods, and it wasn't that slow. It was only 5 extra minutes. Now, this is not a very threatening looking airplane. Some might even say it's about the size of a sheet of paper. That does not matter.
Woo, that was a big gust.
I encourage you to fly safely. And for me, that means I fly with the Academy of Model Aeronautics. They are an insurance program that ensure those of us that are flying our foam are doing it safely and responsibly. The thing I like about AMA are the kind of guidelines you can follow to make sure you're doing it as right as you possibly can. So I know the idea of the AMA isn't necessarily for everyone, because there have been a lot of negative things through the years said about them because of the things that they aren't doing or could be doing better. But in my opinion, without the AMA, the hobby would be in a much worse place because of the FAA, and who knows who else would be cracking down on this simple little hobby. But I'm grateful for what they've done, and especially for how little they do it on. I mean, it's the price of a couple batteries and you're insured for the year and you get all the benefits, and they also go to bat and represent our hobby. And no one else really does that. There are some other groups that do it, but the AMA, I think, does the best at especially government affairs. So to them, I'm grateful. And while we're on the subject of gratitude, I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this beautiful day to get out here for this maiden flight with you guys and for you guys. For him, I'm grateful for all the good, the bad, the ugly, and just life in general. I thank God. If you guys want to support us and our channel, one great way to do it is obviously to leave a like or a comment or share this video. Watching all the way to the end always helps any YouTuber. But if you want to support us directly, you can buy this using the link in the description box below. It doesn't cost you a single extra penny. As a matter of fact, when you buy it through our link, you earn bonus points that you can cash in on future purchases, like your next battery purchase or another airplane. So when you use that link, it doesn't cost you a single extra dime, but it does help to support our channel and our family, and for that, we're very grateful. Last, but certainly not least, I want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you like this plane and this kind of content, I think you should check out the Aerobatics flying on our channel, because that came before this airplane. One of those videos will be popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. See you there.
Bye.